I shall now review Thinking of Rome by Antelope Hill. I have previously reviewed books by other authors, including Antelope Hill, Mark Time, and Carlos Lofris. I reviewed them based on a number of metrics. I review them here too. Books are for reading, so does this book invite me to read. The book has a frontage of 6 inches by 9 inches. It is 253 pages long. It fits well in the hand and is not too heavy. It is a comfortable book to have and to hold. The title is Thinking of Rome, which might be unclear were it not for the subtitle Antelope Hill Writing Competition 2024. Now it is clear what the book is, and the title is no longer mysterious. The front cover is beige and red. Every color goes with beige, so the color coordination is good. Where the cover is beige, the text is red, and vice versa. The text is clear and crisp and clean. The hard edge, separating the beige and red, is softened by a crisp and clean typewriter, with soft round corners. The cover is pleasing to the eye. The spine maintains the color scheme for easy distinction from a row of spines. The rear is all red with beige text and the beige typewriter. The blurb explains what the book is, entries to a writing competition. The theme of the competition is explained. The reader is now primed to understand what he will find within. There is some space to have made the font a bit bigger and easier to read, but they probably tried that and found it wanting. The book is written mainly in English and is mostly concise and straightforward. Short stories require an economy of language. However, the book is also a poetry book, so there is also poetic language, simile, metaphor, unusual sentence structure, etc. It is understandable but subject to the separate idiosyncrasies of so many authors. There are no figures or footnotes, though at times one wishes there were. There are casual references to historical and mythical people and places that might confuse the casual reader. At the same time, it is heartening to have the authors assume a high baseline level of knowledge, all the better to motivate one to raise oneself up. With so many authors, there are various styles employed, different rhyming schemes, narrative structures, perspectives, tenses, and so on. Some rhymes rhyme and others do not. Any one of them could easily appear in a school textbook. The short stories are concise and densely packed with characters, settings, plots, and morals. Some are more explicit in their message than others, while the rest leave themselves for the reader to interpret. The theme of the contest was Thinking of Rome. Some authors and poets went with Rome. Settings include Rome in 410 AD, or Britannia just as the Anglo-Saxons come. Others are in Italy 1,000 years later, or 1,500 years later, or many thousands of years later. A recurring theme is that all good things must come to an end, be it the glory that was Rome, or a sandcastle on the beach. Some are set today. Now is Rome. Where Rome went, we follow. Some gods or men of Rome are resurrected here and now. What do they think of the future? Sometimes the fading, passing thing is not Rome, but fades and passes nonetheless. Or did it really pass, if men still think fondly of it? The book is of extremely high quality. I am sure that the competition had more entries than ever, all the better to filter out the crap. Even filter out the A- to keep just the A+. I was in the previous 2 competitions, but I did not make the cut this time. The standard went up. The diversity of entries could not be produced by a single author. And while a short story might be just 1% the length of a novel, it has 100% of the ingredients of a novel, so you do not lose anything. The book leaves you wanting more, always a good sign. I want more, and hopefully more will come in the next writing contest.